Okay, so as I try to wrap my head around my research plan, I understand that I am a little bit fuzzy or reading my research plan could be a little fuzzy for somebody who's not really sure where I'm going with this. My research plan is going to be sort of multifaceted. I need to have a good, clear picture of my teaching style and my methods of getting into the classroom as they stand now, and pinpoint areas where I need to be more effective, and create supports and tools for myself that I can use in the classroom on the spot, because I do like to be improvisational in the way that I teach, as well as keep myself from having to think too much on the spot by providing enough within my lesson plans. Further, I need to be able to balance out my lesson plans so that they don't look as sort of manic one day and then anemic another day, in order to make sure that I have a balance across the whole week. While it might be exciting to have like one day that's like all out there and then the other days are sort of just like playing catch up, I would like the students to feel more consistency. And I would like to feel the efficacy of being able to provide that consistency. Part of that is going to come in with my time management outside of the classroom, both when I'm in my office and when I am at home. I would like to make sure that my home life isn't impacted negatively because of my stress level of not being able to complete everything in the time that I'm given at school. That being said, I know that I could be making better use of the time in school. It is, I have wonderful colleagues, which is wonderful and somewhat unfortunate because it means that we do bounce a lot of ideas off of one another. And sometimes the time that we have in our office in shared preps or on lunches or whatever it might be, it's the only time we have to collaborate or to sort of communicate ideas back and forth about different activities or different subjects we might be addressing at the same time. I have to be able to discern what is more of a productive conversation versus what is more of something that I need to excuse myself from to focus on my own grading, on my own planning, and on my own reflection time. And the grading is another aspect that I need to incorporate into this time management strategy. So I am considering such ideas as flipping my grading, which means that instead of spending a ton of time on the weekends trying to hammer the lesson plan in and coming up with only 1 or 2 days that I'm really satisfied with and having other days that are anemic, really using time on the weekend to flip that and really do grading and more template style lesson plan that then from day to day in the mornings I get up really early and find that I don't know whether to grade or to plan. If I sort of make that commitment to that as the time that I'm going to use the lessons from the day before to inform what I'll do the following day, that I think would be more advantageous, making the weekend time that I plan the foundation, the structure that then provides a framework for the week. Then each individual day, the details come based on the previous day. The time for grading needs to be those times in between, activities. I coach. My daughters are on a million teams. And there are pockets of time that I can't necessarily do lesson planning because that I have to stay focused and in like a zone to get that done. But I can do the grading and come back and forth to it. I can grade the shorter assignments. So a better sort of management and commitment to discovering that management is going to be key. The the shorter assignments that are more day-to-day need to be done in a more timely manner. Those might be the types of things that I need to commit to completing in the half hour or the 40 minutes of a prep that I have, and committing myself to allowing this certain amount of grading, a certain amount of comments to be enough for those shorter assignments. I've been taking a look at some of my projects and some of my assignments that I hand out, and I'm noticing that I have a lot of work into something that might be only a 10 or 15 point assignment, which is it's unbalanced and it doesn't make sense, and then I end up getting overwhelmed with that 10 point assignment rather than putting more effort on the essays, putting more effort on the larger projects, and really stealing time away that I don't need to be doing. So balancing out the amount of effort the kids are putting in with the amount of grade, with the weight of the grade, really will be something to work on as well and keep my eye on. All of these things really wrap up into the idea of time management. All these things really wrap up into the idea of organization, focus, and habits of the mind. And I think will be calculable results for the end of my research project and can create lasting differences in myself as a teacher. I do expect to walk out to come out of this a different teacher than I am now. And all of that will be a matter of my own efficacy, making sure that I am capable and honest in what I'm doing. And it will result in a class that is better prepared for the next year and for the next years as they move forward.